Sorry, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I am the owner of Crystal Age Technology Screens. And I said in the last video that when I was doing the demonstration back there with all the light, I was thinking that I want to change the environment, which means I want to take it out of that area. I want to stick it over in here and see how the screen reacts because I like to change the environments on where my screens sit at. If you notice, I do demonstrations throughout the entire house because I have projection screens just about everywhere throughout the entire house. And this gives me the ability to be able to move from room to room to room with the environment changing on the difference on some have more light, some have less, but the areas are very bright. And by doing this, it shows you that our screens can thrive in different environments, not doing the exact same demonstration over and over and over again in the exact same environment. So I have the option of changing up screens, which you should do in your demonstrations. Now, in this demonstration right here, as you can see, we have the screen right over by the door. As a matter of fact, I should just shove it right through the door. But we have it right in the door. And as you can see, we have the window light, sunlight that's coming in. It's actually, well, any kind of ambient light that's coming in, it's making contact with the screen because the screen is in the direct line of the path of the door. Unlike in some demonstrations where the screen would, the light from the door would have to turn, curve, and hit the screen here. I would never do a demonstration telling you that, hey, look how much ambient light's hitting the screen if the door is here, because that has nothing to do with this and this. Where if I do the demonstration here, light can hit here, here, and in this area will hit there. The two windows in the back don't do anything with this, unless the screen's standing behind me. So what I want to do with this, I want to change up the environment. Instead of having it in there, let's bring it in here, and then we'll move it about the house, showing the screen react in different areas of the house. And that's another one thing about our technology. People don't realize that because I do have screens throughout the entire house, I can walk around the house and change the environment on where my screens are at. And you'll see how in any environment I put them in, they will still maintain their image. Like I said, in other demonstrations, it's the same screen, same area, over and over and over again, again. At least we switch it up. So let's get this started. And this is our ultra light screen paint. This is actually one of our first light gray screen paints in a long while. Keep in mind, last time I did light gray screen paint was, man, I think, I don't know, like 2012, somewhere around that area. Yeah, long time. All right, so let's begin. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. It's already bright enough in here as it is. The house has a lot of windows. Fish YouTube. I've already explained to you that, keep in mind, because it's lighter screen, the contrast will be there, but not as dark as some of the darker screens. It's a light gray screen paint. So that's why I'm showing you everything up front, so you see it, so when you purchase it, you will know what you're getting yourself into. It can produce contrast, but not on the heavier levels of the blacker screens. Now that's a 15 over there, but it's a blue. It's a darker screen. So the contrast levels on that screen are going to actually a little bit more heightened. This is designed for those of you who want that. I have some customers who still want that high white level, but they don't want the screen to wash or fade out. Because the first thing you have to deal with when you're dealing with a lighter screen is the colors are going to wash out, they're going to fade. You're not going to be able to pull those deeper colors. This technology can do that. It's just not going to pull those heavy contrast levels like on a black screen or a darker screen. But you're still going to need to maintain your image. And that's why I thought I was going to do this demonstration. Let's stick it right next to the door. I wanted to do that the last time, but I was kind of tired. I'm going to get upstairs and get some rest. So, I'm all rested up again. Might as well get it while the sun's peeking in. And as you notice in my demonstrations, we do not dodge light. I'll pause that for a minute so you're not missing anything there. And we'll show you the blue technology. That's blue. Blue's a little deeper, a little darker. Contrast levels will pick up much heavier on that technology. And the reason why I use the deep dark scenes, because if a color is going to fade out, it's going to be red, blue, and black. Those are two that actually fade out the fastest. That's why I like to use those particular colors anytime I do a demonstration. Sorry about that trick anyway. Now this is one of the videos that they like to use, which is the OLED demonstration by LG. This is an easy demonstration to do. Very easy. If they're going to try to show up a contrast level and a well-lit environment, this is a demonstration they're going to grab for. Because there's plenty of color in there. Pulls up a bright enough image where the contrast is not going to be affected. And this is one of the ones they'll grab. See how the contrast is not bothered? That's why we present those star field demonstrations. We use darker contrast levels with very little bright light pushing back and forth. And they'll say, hey, look, it pulls contrast. That's not a contrast demonstration. Let me see what else we got on here. But I'm just showing you some of the tricks. Like I said, I can point it out and tell you exactly what they do in these demonstrations. I said there's LED lights behind the back of the screen. LED lights are fantastic. I have them behind some of my screens in the house. But if I'm doing a demonstration, I'm not going to turn out all the lights in that environment and just fire up the LED lights. No, I'm going to have all the lights on, including the LED lights. Let's see what else we're going to be working on here with. Now, what is that? Oh, it's a squirrel. Did I just feed you jokers today? No. I'm going to go back a little bit on that. There we go.
Beyond 4 times the resolution of 1920 by 1080. It will take you to another world.
See? Important contrast levels.
Excuse me? With fresh revelations. A young planet called Earth.
I'm not putting the roots, I'm a freaking squirrel.
Yeah. Whatever. Escaping naked eye. To show you reality with colors and clarity that awaken all your senses and resonate inside. This is Sony 4K. This is Utah.
There we go. I'm happy with that. Felt I was cheating a little bit because it wasn't sticking in the door. Oh, I've tested this stuff, man. God tells me automatically what this stuff can do automatically from the door. So when I do this in these demonstrations, I already know what the technology is going to do. Now I'm kind of curious. I might want to take it outside and play with it. Here. And I'll stick you on that side, so that way you can see the light pushing through the door and hitting the screen at the same time. Or maybe I'll put you this way. There we go. If you're going to do a demonstration where you're going to display your screen near a door, it should be near a door, not with the door and the screen all the way down the other end of the area. So keep in mind, in his demonstration, the screen's all the way down there, and this is the door. If you look at my door when it's open, how much light do you see passing all the way by? I have a window there, of course, but do you see it reaching over there? It doesn't. This is how it's supposed to be done. You can look at it over here, when my window's open. Matter of fact, let's do it this way. So that way, you can see my blue technology here and the light technology here. This is sitting in the door, and this is sitting around windows. This is how ambient light rejection technology is supposed to work. Not light dodging, not ambient light controlled environments. This is how it's supposed to function. They feed you all that nonsense and tell you that this is how it has to be. It doesn't have to be that way. And because you accept it and your screen washes out on you, you think, oh, it's a projection screen, that's the way it's supposed to be. If that was the case, I would have all TVs in here. No point. You know where I'm gonna sit in the dark all day long and look at a screen? No way in the world. Not gonna happen. These things are supposed to look like TVs. I told you, there's nothing wrong with your projector. Technology and projectors just haven't, the screens haven't caught up yet. So if we could do this with a light gray screen and produce an image like that, I don't know why they can't. See? So there's no excuse for it. That's a 130 watt bulb right there. And I can stick that thing in the middle of a light gray screen while it's sitting right in my door. Not door light coming through, in the door. This is how these screens are supposed to be reacting. What they feed you is a bunch of mumbo jumbo, bunch of bull. That's what they tell you. And like I said, go back and compare the demonstrations. Go back and compare my demonstrations with him, with another company, or anybody you want. Go compare. You won't find anybody that does demonstrations like this. Look. He is back. See right there? I just fed him. That's my squirrels. I got him pretty domestic now. I got him domesticated. It's actually domesticating. I got that kind of mixed up, but yeah, I'm domesticating them. Why don't you just command a bunch of squirrels? Why not? I think I got my zoom a little far up. Sorry about that, people. I learned to clean my screen a little better. Great. There we go, I'm back. I gotta clean my screen, that's the problem. I never clean my screen. Shit, I can use this as a flashlight outside since it's got a battery pack. Look, medieval flashlight. Medieval flashlight. Tell you, for someone with fair contrast, that's pretty good. Let's see. We have this one here. Yeah, we got the other one over there. There we go. Let me go back here. Let me see something. Now, usually, what they'll do is use a bright demonstration because that shows up better. But even in some of the bright demonstrations, I've seen the screen was still faded out. Nope, we don't need another account. We're good. See, from corner to corner. And this is a light gray screen. Like I said, we're used to dealing with darker technology, which, but this right here, a much lighter screen. So already the screen has beats. We did 5 this morning, did 3 getting up, 8 certified screens right from the door. Actually, I put this one through some of the harder tests because I've never actually did this to the other screens. Because why should I go lighter? This actually, because the screen's lighter, I should go harder on it. But the fact that I can get 22 feet off 1,000 lumens with a lamp in the middle of the screen, So if you had this in a normal environment, you'd be good to go. And on top of that, even the knockoffs work on this thing. squirrely squirrel eat his food. This thing is standing up without falling over. Hey, buddy, finish eating? There you go. Got your food coming in tonight. I'm shipping it in overnight for you guys.
Whatever your goals, your circumstances, your aspirations, wherever you are, at what.
Sun's gonna be pushing through the screen in a few minutes. Drop sun here, crosses the screen. This is one's gonna cross over here. See how you're supposed to see both screens, here and here. You should be to see the reflection of the whale. You should be to see the screen crystal clear from straight on. If I turn the camera here, you still should be able to see the screen right there. And you should be able to see the screen here. If that thing turns black on you, there's something wrong with the screen. And they're talking about 180. I can tilt my camera like this, and you will still see that screen right from there, right to the corner, to the edge. That's how it's supposed to be. My friend was like, oh, you're a bit of a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist. This is God's technology. So if it's God's technology, of course he's going to make sure it's done right. And it's supposed to be done right. These are my screens. I don't have TVs. The only TV I have in my house is a security monitor. Look at all projection screens in my home. There's no way in the world I could be in here in the dark all day long, because if I fire up a projector, I run the fear of basically my screen washing out on me. I can't do that. Like caves. And I explained to him, look, on my normal demonstrations, these are challenges for other people. And I'm talking about the big companies too. Oh yeah, the big boy companies too, not just one individual. Oh, you're just talking about one individual. No, I'm talking about everybody, literally everybody. And oh, by the way, I looked up Optimus screen. That screen is not black, it's gunmetal. I don't know why they keep saying a gunmetal screen is black. It's a gunmetal screen. It's not black. I thought it was black, but it's not. It's actually gunmetal. Now I'm curious about Vivistorm. I've seen some of this stuff. The only thing I didn't like about the Vivistorm demonstrations, when the fellow did the demonstration, he waited till it was nighttime. They pulled down the shades and they did the lighting in the environment. I want to see what it looks like with some window light coming in, and keep in mind how his windows are so high up. He's going to bypass that screen altogether. They're basement windows. What do you mean it's a black better? You know why the screen paint was developed? This right here was developed. It was for you individuals who want lighter and wider levels. I'm not going to say which one's better or not. It's paint for people who just have higher white levels. That's what it catered for. Because when we're developing straight black technology, the first thing I got all the time was, well, why don't you just do a light gray screen? Why don't you just do a light gray screen? Well, now you have one. When it comes to contrast, heck yeah, blacks are better. That's just basic. I'm not trying to be rude here, my man, but that's just basic common sense that a black screen is going to pull a higher contrast on a gray screen because it's black. But these were developed because I have customers, and we're trying to cater to everybody, who sometimes some of the customers don't want the darker screens, but they want the lighter screens, but they don't want to have to deal with the nonsense that comes with the lighter screen. As in, what comes with lighter screens, contrast washes out. color washes out. If the contrast is not high enough, the colors don't pop. That's why we did these demonstrations against these certified projection screens, showing you that when we put on red, blue, green, and different colors, that screen remains the same. The colors get brighter and brighter and brighter, while the other screens actually start to wash out because the contrast level is not high enough. And they don't have our color coding technology or ambient light rejection technology embedded in their screens. We do. But it's not about, you say, if you want contrast, black is better. If you want the much more higher white levels that you desire, then this technology would be for you. If you're in between, then we have the black silvers, the platinum eclipse, and if you want high, bright, crazy colors, we had the exotics. So, do you sell paint? Do so. Wait, what's you asking me here? So what? You don't know what I do for a living, do you? Do you see that screen in the next room? What color do you think that screen is right there? The big one right there. What color do you think that screen is? Because you're asking me, do I sell only gray paint? So you must be new. What color do you think? That screen is a mustard yellow. We call that midnight. That screen in there is blue. That's a blue projection screen. This screen's not even gray. It's a kind of a pinkish color. White? You think the screen's white? Really? He's got to be new. He thinks that's a white projection screen taking in all that light. Yeah, it's white. I'm only messing with you, my friend. Here, I'll show you. Screen's blue. These are blue screens. That's a blue screen. I'm not. No, I'll show you. No. See this right here? We got one in the kitchen. That's blue technology. Those screens are blue. You ever seen a blue projection screen? That's a blue projection screen in the next room. This is what we call our exotics. So these are the exotics. See? There's a blue one. This one got the names of some of these up here. Okay, so we got Epic Blue. That's blue right there. Now over here. We have it. This is the new one we got right here. It's a new yellow we got. We got to do some more testing on that one right there. This one right here is called Midnight Mustard. That's the one I have right here on my 235.1. So this is the color of my 235.1 right there. Let me see what else we got here. Oh, we got pink. We got one called Unicorn. It's actually pink. A lot of women buy these particular ones right here. This is actually pink. We did demonstrations on that one. We got Money Green. We did some demonstrations on this one too. It's actually a great one. These are exotic collections. We got LT Caramel. It's kind of like a light beige. That's what it is. We did a demonstration on those. As a matter of fact, I think it's right over there. The lights and caramel. Over here we have Plum. This is actually, we call this Burgundy Red. Right there. But it's got the nickname Blaze. Over here we got Chocolate. This is the chocolate. Is this chocolate? Yeah, this is chocolate. Yeah. There's chocolate right there. That's chocolate. Over here we have Lavender. This is lavender right here. This is lavender right there. So my screen's electric. What did you say? Hold on for a minute. You said, okay, my screen's electric. Yes, it will. I got an electric screen upstairs. Walk with me, my friend. Walk with me. Or some motorized screens. I told you I have screens throughout my entire house. It's a motorized projection screen right here. As a matter of fact, early this morning, I was doing Marvel vs. Capcom on here. My motor's working. Hold on for a minute. Sure, plugged in there. All right. I have problems with things from time to time. This is the screen right here. Let me see what's going on with it. But that's the screen right there. It rolls up and down. If I can figure out what's going on with the controls. There we go. I got the motorized screen here because I have all my toys behind here. And I don't have enough room to put them in here. I got to move that screen over too. That screen's got to be adjusted and moved over. Okay, you can do motorized screens. You do them all the time. One more time. Do me a favor. I left my email information because I don't want to talk too much about business here. I left my email information in the comment section or description box. Take down my email, contact me, and I'll talk you through whatever you need. All right. I have my Dreamcast and Xbox and GameCube and all that running through there, and that's my other projector right there that runs through the screen behind me, which is running through my gaming computer over there. Oh, that one over there. Yeah, with some motorized screens. I gotta get some gaming in, man. Barely up here. Sad story and true story. I spend so much less time in this room. This is the horizontal screen right here. That's blue. So that's a blue screen right there. It's horizontal. It's using that technology right there. Well, actually, technology. This is my horizontal setup for my arcade because I like to play the side scrolls. And that's hooked up to my PC over here. So I can do my side scroll games right here. Actually, not my side scroll, my horizontal games like Pac-Man and all shooter games like that. But I don't play in here that much. So I literally haven't been in here like, I don't know, in about a month. I haven't been here so long. I literally forgot my password, how to get access to my computer. That's how little time I have in here. Check this out. Masters of the Universe. I told you I'm a collector. I collect vintage toys. Mint condition. These are very, very rare because this is something that way back in time, remember Masters of the Universe, He-Man? Yeah, I have an entire collection in a warehouse of all the collectors. I mean, everything. You can name the Castle Grayskull, all that, still mint condition in the box. That's how I used to collect. I don't collect anymore, but back in the day when I used to collect, everything had to be mint condition in the box, untouched, or I wouldn't buy it. Original Super Soakers in the box. G.I. Joe. I got Transformers around here. So yeah, right there. Transformers Command Center right there. These are all mint condition. Never opened. In the box. Yep. Anybody remember the Duncan Yo-Yos from back in the day? These came out in the 70s. I got 20 of these right here. And I'll show you something extremely rare. This is a 1960 ray gun. Still mint condition, still in the package. I guarantee this is probably lead paint on it right here. And it still does little sparks. You had these when you were a kid. I had one when I was a little kid. Still works perfectly. Somebody offered me a lot of money for this thing. I got 30 of these right here. Everything has to be mint condition and still in the package in order for me to touch it. And imagine Thundercats, Transformers, Barbie dolls, you name it. I have them. I've been collecting since I was 13. Remember Silverhawks? Original lunchbox. Silverhawks. Yep. Collecting for a long time. I stopped collecting because, what's the point? I even have everything down to Sesame Street, you name it, I've got it. But yeah, if you can paint a motorized projection screen, yes you can. I'll tell you what really sucked the most. And you want to hear something really sucks the most? Really sucks the most? I used to have it hurts to talk about it. I used to own a Fisher-Price bubble mower that was manufactured in, was it 1985 they manufactured? It was somewhere around that era. It was patent pending. Do you have any idea how rare it is to get your hands on a Fisher-Price bubble mower? I had one. Eventually, I had to leave it in the other house when I had to move because downstairs in the basement was still covered in asbestos and I was sick. I couldn't go down there to retrieve it because I was already sick already. Just would have added more misery to my pain and I couldn't go pick it up, so I had to leave it behind. There's only 3 of those and I had one of them and I had to leave it behind. That sucks. It happens. Nothing you can do about it. Let's see. Here, all over the house. Yeah, here's black screens. That's pretty much it. Let's go back downstairs. I gotta finish cleaning out this area too, because we're not done in here. I still got more work to do in there. I always go off topic in my videos all the time. Everybody knows that. This is the other great technology I'm working on. Right there. That's another one we're working on. Right there. So that's what with great technology. This is the attic. Woo! I got it. House is pretty big. This is my attic up here. This area never. See, got toys just laying around. I used to have a Casio projector. I sold it. No, I actually gave it away. I gave away that projector. I had a Casio projector, laser and LED hybrid. I gave it away. See what this Muppet Babies? They don't make these anymore. Mint condition in the box. It was so old that the wrapper became brittle and ripped. That's how old it was. But the company who made these things is junk. I don't touch it or mess with it anymore. Key from Kingdom Hearts. Not that I'm ungrateful, I just don't care for it anymore. You know what this is? This is from Ohio Arts. This is tin metal. This is the original poppers that maybe your mother and father had when they were kids. Do I have any Christies? Oh God, I can't believe you asked that question. Christie projectors? Yeah, I have a few Christie projectors. I don't have a lot, but I have a few. Yeah, I like to go back up here every so once in a while. Barbie. I bet you half of y'all don't even remember what this is, do you? I remember when I was a boy. This used to be Super Jock. See how old the advertising is on this? Mint condition in the box. Never even touched. Seals never even open. Somebody offered me a lot of money for this. I told you, if I want something, man, I have a collection of toys that I've never even opened. Fisher Price. Remember this when you were a kid? Anybody remember these when you were kids? Right here? Yep. Look at this. These are some of the kid Super Soakers that came out. Remember that company? This is the company who first started the Super Soakers right there. Look at this right here. Lion King action set. Yeah, all this stuff. Worth money. I don't even bother with it anymore. Let's go back downstairs. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you something real quick. I'm going to show you the screens in a few minutes. I'm going to show you something pretty interesting. Family Ties, the board game. Remember that back in the day? Who remembers playing that? Xena the Warrior Princess. Old racing car tracks. Legos. More antique toys. Remember these right here? All this stuff right here? Tom and Jerry. What do you call it? The Tom and Jerry blah, blah, blah. I forgot the name of it. Tom and Jerry shaving kits. Care Bears. I got about 60 of these in here somewhere. Do you know what this is right here? You remember watching on Tom and Jerry when he would spray Tom in the face with one of these? These are Lucky Bug Sprayers. These are very vintage. The guy who I was talking to had 20 of these in a box. He didn't even know what they were. So I gave him 50 bucks for all of them. These things are mint condition. I had a guy over in the UK wanted to offer me money for these. He wanted to know how I got my hands on them. They're brand new. They have never ever been used. A little dirt on them, but never been used. These are worth quite a lot of money. These are the original Lucky Sprayers. And these things came out in the 1920s or something like that. I ended up getting like a whole box of them. So like I said, you know, oh yeah, I wanted one of these when I was a kid. I got this because this is a part of my childhood. I wanted one of these. My mother didn't have the money to buy me one. I remember these right here. These were these robots when I came out, and you would pump them with air and they would jump all over the place. And I always wanted one when I was a kid. My mother was like, she didn't have the money to get me one. And one day I happened to walk into a store, and there it was for 50 cents. And it even had the original instructions that came with it. Made by Tommy. I'm going to show you my, yeah. What do I want to take downstairs for the, I'm not ignoring you, my friend. I'm not ignoring you. I'm thinking like what I want to take down. See all this stuff right here? All this stuff. I don't mess with it anymore. What I need from here, my niece, I will send her the keys. She will get access to my warehouse. And all that stuff is hers. I got Tonka toys. Everything that your father and mother back in the day used to have when they were kids, I have in that warehouse. And I can't sell it because it's a part of me. But I'm going to give it away. You don't see any what? I don't see any primer anywhere. You say you use here. I don't see any what? Primer anywhere? Why would we use primer? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, let me see. Chrissy projector right here. That's one of them. See that big boy right there? Chrissy projector right there. Another big boy right there. Another Chrissy right there. Got a Chrissy right over there. Got a Chrissy right up there. Got a couple other more Chrissies in here somewhere. Yeah, got a Chrissy in the other gaming room. There's a Chrissy in there. Let me see. That's commercial. That's a commercial projector. Here we go. That's a Chrissy right there. And the big projector on the market. I was blessed to get that projector for a very good price. God allowed me to get that projector for $500. That projector on Amazon would cost you $4,600 without the lens. The lens that's in that projector right now is a short throw lens, which costs you 12 grand for that. So that projector, literally, when I tried to plug it into the house, it dimmed the lights. And now I had to get a battery pack to run it. I do have a Chrissy on. That's a Chrissy right there. We're running a Chrissy right now. So I have the Chrissy LX, the Chrissy LXW, and I have the Chrissy LW420. And then I have the Chrissy 505 upstairs. Then I have the big boys, which is the Chrissy LX700. And then I have the Chrissy LW, I think it's 750 or 650. Yeah. And then this right there, that's an NEC Ultra Short Throw I got for $59. In the kitchen, I got another NEC I got in there for $59. And upstairs, I got two of them upstairs in my office. So everything in the house runs off projectors. And here, I have this is the only one I spent more money for. This is my ViewSonic right here. I got this because these projectors run 235.1. Casio. Casio's a good projector, very good projector. Actually, when you shoot me that email, I'll send you a couple of video demonstrations I've done on the Casio projector. I had one here, I gave it away for free with some screen paint. Yep, that's a good projector. What is he saying right here? He said, let's see. Buddy boy, I don't know what your problem is, but yeah. What's the deal? Okay, what you're saying. Where are you now? Ignoring what I said. I wouldn't speak to me with that kind of tone. Goodbye. I don't tolerate that kind of nonsense. Can't show respect, I can't show respect. Don't even bother sending me an email. I ain't doing business with you. I keep telling people at the end of the day, I don't chase money. It's about a respect line. Sometimes a problem pulling out. So here we are with the ultralight screen paint. We did the demonstration by sticking it in the window, and still it's too dark in here, isn't it? Let's go get that lamp. Go get my flashlight. I love this thing. Look at it, it's not even phased by it. It's like that technology is not even phased by it. Somebody else said, what you got here? What you said? On the Casios, yeah, freaking yes, you can. Some projectors have a quick shut off. Which ones have it? ViewSonics have them. They shut off real quick. Sony's take freaking forever, man. Some of the Sony projectors take literally forever to shut off. Oh man, yeah, it gets kind of crazy, man. The Christie lamps can cost some money. It depends on what kind of model you have. So, okay. If you got one of the big ones I have upstairs, and you're talking about at least maybe on a cheap, you maybe get that lamp for maybe $6, $7. If you got one of these projectors right here, the most the lamp I paid for was $130. So I paid about $130 for a lamp for one of these. And usually you got to get them. If you get them here in the United States, it's kind of a bit of an iffy, you know. But usually you have to get them overseas to get them over here. So I got one I paid $130 for, and the other one was like I got one for $60 over here, but it was damaged when I got over here. So I went over and paid for another one, and it cost me almost around almost $130 for that lamp to put it in. But the cool thing about the Christies is the fact that, say if you have the LW 420 or you have the the LW or the LX, all the same lamp will fit the same projector. So that's cool about that. Yeah, about $145. Yeah, they cost. But if you're talking about the venue projectors, the real big ones I have upstairs, yeah, that's you blow one of those bulbs out, you might just sell the projector, or you might just sell the projector. That's all to it. Like the one I showed you upstairs, the big one, the filter on that projector costs $250 for the filter, just for the filter alone. There's a piece on the back of it like this, the peripherals on the back. That whole section on the back pulls out. If you damage that, that's $300 to $400 to fix it. Yeah, the parts cost money. You think that's worse? You ever heard of barcode? Barcode's a serious nightmare projector. A barcode projector, they can run you anywhere from, and I mean, I'm talking about one that's an XGA, no HDMIs on the back of it, one VGA, and a bunch of BMCs. That projector will literally cost you somewhere between, I'd say about $16,000, $17,000, $18,000. Lens could easily cost you 20 grand. I found one on there. Somebody wanted one. They wanted $250 for it. And I'm looking at it, and I go to zoom up on the lens, and the lens is missing. Use an AG. Yeah. I zoom up on the lens and find out that the lens was going to cost me about a good maybe 3 or 4 grand. So 3 or 4 grand, man, that's crazy. 3 or 4 grand plus $250 for the projector. And then I wanted to see how much the lamps were going to cost. The lamps were $1,200 for the lamps. Yeah, that's not going to happen. AG. What's the to have an AG? What's an AG? AG. Used to have a massive, yeah, Hitachi, yeah. Especially when you get the CRT. CRT projectors are massively huge. I want one. I want a CRT because I want to experiment with it. I want to see what it's like to have one. I never owned a CRT before. Only got 2 problems. Most of the places I try to buy the projector from, okay. Most of the places I try to buy from, they want you to come to pickup because the projector is literally that big, and the places that would ship it out to you will cost you $400 freight. It's a big projector, and you're not plugging that into your house. You're going to have some way to ground that thing, like that monster I have upstairs. Or, where to go? Yeah, just get one of these. Right. I don't get you. What about Facebook? Why are we doing these on here? Nah, I learned my lesson, man, about commercial projectors. I don't want any more of those anymore, man. Commercial projectors are expensive all the way around. It's just all the way around expensive piece of equipment. The lens costs too much money, the machine costs too much money, and God forsakes, you're not, excuse my Lord French Lord, but you are not plugging that into your house. I did that on live, and my lights dimmed in the house, and people watch my go, whoop. That's a very powerful projector when you get out. You can get CRTs, yeah, but you got to remember, you got to get somebody to ship that to you. The problem with CRTs, somebody for you, for like $200 and $300, they're cheap. It's the shipping part that costs money. You got to ship it by freight. It's a big projector. So you're talking about something that could easily cost you $300 freight to have it shipped to you. And God forbid if something happens and goes wrong with it and you got to send it back. Some places, their policy, you have to pay for the shipping. I think PayPal makes you pay for the shipping. So you got to send that thing back. So people got to consider that too. It's going to be kind of hard to box that thing up and send it back. But when I bought the Chrissy, even though I paid $500 for it, I still had to go out and get that power supply to run it because I couldn't plug it into the house. And that power supply cost me $350, which I got a lot of use out of because I'm plugging everything up in the house. And I plan this summer to try to get the house to run off battery power, solar power. Oh, plugged in? No, I'm not doing that. You're going to overload my electricity? No, I'm not doing that. Some of these projectors in here run 400, 500 watts. No, I'm not doing that. Why would I run? Are you talking about all the projectors running in the house? I've done that already. I have that video already. I have a video of me actually starting from upstairs, walking downstairs, and actually showing off all my screens and then going out to the backyard. I have a screen in the backyard. I think you're talking about running all my projectors at the same time. No, I'm not doing that. It's too much. But I have demonstrations like that where I just walk through the house and just show off my screens. We got one sitting out there right now. Out in the I'll be out there this summer playing around with that projector this summer. I'll be out there on that screen. Yeah, I'm probably lagging. I'm moving about the house. Don't be surprised. All right, so off topic. Sorry, man, I got to change the topic here. So like I said, this is the light gray screen paint. It is going to be available probably on this coming Tuesday. We're going to have it somewhere between 1 and 2 quarts. If you haven't got a chance to see any demonstrations on it, backtrack and check out the demonstrations on it. They're quite impressive. We got some demonstrations using only 1,000 lumen projector at around 22 feet back with a lamp in the center of the screen and all the lights on. We've already done all the testing against 5 high performance projection screens, certifieds. We did the short throw demonstration. We did low lumen demonstration, distance throw demonstration, and the certified screen demonstration on it already. So what I wanted to do was, since I was doing all the demonstrations in that room over there, I wanted to bring it out of that environment and stick it into a whole new environment to see how the screen was going to react. And it came out fantastic. Even shoving it into the door came out pretty good. So I'm going to be putting the specifications in pretty soon. Keep in mind, our specifications that we have on our technology on our website go by the testing that we put our screens in. So if I put in 1,000 lumens, you can automatically back that up by going in and watching the video where we did test it on 1,000 lumens. We can only put in those specifications on what we tested it on. Other than that, you just got to get a good price for it and post it onto the site. All right, free ship will come with it, available worldwide. Just keep in mind, like I said, because of the whole COVID thing, some countries go through. UK definitely goes through with no problem. If it doesn't go through, then we just send your money back to your account. If it does go through, then you get a tracking number. All right? All right. Well, thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless. Be safe.